Does your motivation towards your GMAT preparation varies on day-to-day basis? Sometimes you're very motivated to study for GMAT, and sometimes you don't have a mood to study for GMAT. Do you want to stay motivated every day towards your GMAT preparation? Watch this video till last and you'll discover how you can stay motivated every day to study for GMAT. Hi, my name is Mandeep. I'm a GMAT coach and founder of GMAT Mantra. I help committed GMAT students to score 700 plus on GMAT. I'm just sharing one of my experiences. So I'm a shy person, or you can say an introvert person. So throughout my life, I rarely talk to strangers. So when I started my business, because I started a business, I have to talk to people because sales is one of the basic or the most important part of running a business. But I faced problem because I was shy or I was afraid of talking to strangers. And to do sales, you have to talk to strangers. So initially there were days then, because I have to talk so that I can sell my products or sell my services. So initially I used to have 1 or 2 days when I was, very motivated. So I used to get motivated by listening to motivation videos or motivational videos, reading some books. So you have to get the external motivation to take the action. But when I started, so in initial 1 or 2 days, I used to get a lot of rejections. So I would say I used to make around 7 to 8 calls, and sometimes all were rejections. Sometimes people don't pick up the call, or sometimes they say no, we are not looking for the GMAT services. And then because there is a rejection, I used to feel rejected, so I used to get demotivated. And for next 2 3 days, I know that I have to do it, but I was not taking actions. So for next 2 3 days, I used to stop making calls. And again, after 3 4 days, I keep reading the books, keep watching the motivational videos, and again go back and do the sales call. So there was up and down, up and down. So for in a week, probably 2 3 days, I'll be making the calls, and remaining days I'm feeling demotivated, so I don't take actions. So there was a pattern. So slowly I realized, why do I make calls on certain days and why don't make calls on other days? The days I make calls, I feel motivated. But why do I feel motivated? Or what is the reason to feel motivated? Because I know that to survive, I have to make calls. That means the importance of sales call is clear in my head. So whenever you're taking action, that means there's some reason to take that action. So it's there in your head at that time. So when you feel motivated, that means that reason is there. Okay, you just reminded yourself the importance of that particular action. But after some time, we forget that. It's not that the problem is over, but you forget the importance of that particular action. So when we forget about the reason behind taking the action, we feel demotivated. We don't take action. Slowly I realized that I have to make myself, realize the importance of making sales calls every day. I just can't rely, okay, when I read motivational books, I feel motivated, I take actions. So there was an inconsistency. So what I started doing is when I sleep, I go to sleep, I write down why it's important to make sales calls every day. Again, in the morning, I write down why is it important to make sales calls every day. So I remind myself every day the importance of taking that particular action. Similarly, when you're preparing for GMAT, so when you start your preparation, so you're doing something new, so you are bound to fail. So when you fail, feel like rejected. So when you have rejection, demotivation is the outcome of that. So you feel like, okay, I'll study after a day after a day. So there is inconsistency. So you study for 1 or 2 days, then you fail because you tried some questions and you got them wrong. So you feel like a failure. You stop taking action, and then you again wait for 2 3 days, but then again you come back. Okay, this is happening because you forget. Whenever you're not taking action, you have forgotten the importance of GMAT. So to stay motivated throughout, even when you're failing, when you're winning, every day, I would recommend just, before you sleep, sit with yourself for half an hour and tell yourself what is the importance of GMAT. From this, you can give yourself a right perspective. Even when you fail and when you just sit and write down, you can give yourself a perspective. Okay, it was a new thing, so I just failed. So you can tell yourself, okay, it's not that I'm a failure, it's just that you took an action, you didn't get the right results. So you can figure out what you did wrong and what you did right. So actually you can evaluate yourself rather than simply deciding, okay, I'm a failure, I cannot do this. So at night, before you sleep, write down what is the importance of taking a GMAT, how it will improve your overall life. So what are the benefits? Similarly, in the morning, remind yourself, why are you doing GMAT? Whenever you give yourself consistent reminders, your mind gets trained. So it may take some time, maybe 15 days, a month, to get trained. But once your mind gets trained, because this is the habit of reminding yourself that, okay, this is important, this is important, this is important. So once you get that clarity, once your mind gets trained, then you don't need to read any motivational videos or any books. You will be motivated yourself, because you now understand the importance. Because there are few things like for food. For food we don't feel like, okay, I don't feel motivated to eat the food, because it's natural, it's a habit. So you have to make it a habit. So how you make a habit? By telling yourself the benefits of taking that consistent actions. Try this for a few weeks and see, does it make any difference in your overall GMAT preparation? Thank you.